Do you find yourself staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., wondering why sleep just isn't what it used to be? You're not alone. In fact, more than 60% of adults over 65 report having trouble falling or staying asleep, and many simply accept it as a natural part of aging. But what if I told you that poor sleep after 60 isn't inevitable, and that the real reasons behind it might surprise you? Most people think they're just getting old, but the truth is much deeper and more hopeful. In this video, we'll uncover why so many older adults struggle to sleep, what science has discovered about aging and rest, and, most importantly, what you can do about it. Stay with me until the end, because chances are you're overlooking one small habit or pattern that could be the key to better sleep and a better life. Why this video matters. Sleep is not just about rest. It's about healing, hormone balance, immune health, and emotional resilience. When sleep suffers, everything suffers. Memory becomes foggy, mood becomes fragile, blood pressure rises, weight gain becomes harder to control, and long-term diseases like Alzheimer's and heart conditions become more likely. The worst part? Many seniors don't talk about it, or they're told it's normal and given sleeping pills that mask the issue without solving it. But you deserve better, and that's exactly what we're here for today. Reason number 1, your internal clock has shifted. Let's start with something most people never think about: your circadian rhythm, the internal body clock that regulates when you feel sleepy and when you feel alert. As you age, this rhythm changes. Your body begins releasing melatonin, the sleep hormone, earlier in the evening and stops producing it earlier in the morning. That's why many seniors feel tired at 8 p.m. and then wake up at 3 or 4 a.m., unable to fall back asleep. It's not that your body doesn't want rest, it's that the timing is off. Real-life example. Take Eleanor, 71. She goes to bed at 9 p.m., but finds herself wide awake at 3:30 a.m., frustrated and staring at the ceiling. Her daughter suggests staying up later, but by 8 p.m., Eleanor's eyes are already closing. Then there's Harold, 75, who wakes at 5 a.m. every day no matter what. He's usually in bed by 8:30 p.m., not because he wants to be, but because his energy is gone by then. What's happening here isn't insomnia, it's a shifted rhythm. What to do instead? Get bright natural light in the morning. Sunlight helps reset your internal clock. Avoid dim indoor lighting during the day. It tricks your brain into thinking it's still night. Stay active later in the afternoon to gently push your tiredness later into the evening. Avoid naps longer than 30 minutes. They can confuse your sleep cycle. The good news, even in your 70s or 80s, you can retrain your clock and get better sleep. You don't need to accept restless nights as your reality. Sometimes it's just your inner clock, and it's ready to be reset. Reason number 2, hormonal changes that disrupt sleep. Most people associate hormone changes with youth, puberty, pregnancy, menopause, but what happens after 60 is just as powerful. And when it comes to sleep, your hormones can make or break your night. Let's break it down. In women, the estrogen effect. After menopause, estrogen levels decline sharply. This hormone isn't just about reproduction. It helps regulate body temperature, reduces anxiety, and promotes deep sleep. Without it, many women experience night sweats, difficulty falling asleep, waking up multiple times during the night, increased anxiety or restlessness in the evening. Even women who have never had sleep issues before suddenly find themselves tossing and turning after 60, and no one tells them why. In men, the testosterone decline. Testosterone also drops with age, and low levels can cause lighter, fragmented sleep, more frequent nighttime bathroom trips, decreased REM sleep, the deep restorative phase, increased risk of sleep apnea. But because it happens gradually, many men don't notice the connection. They just feel more tired, irritable, or foggy the next day. Real-life example. Margaret, 68, used to sleep like a rock. But after menopause, she started waking up drenched in sweat and couldn't fall back asleep for hours. She thought it was just part of getting older. What helped her? Cooling the room, using breathable fabrics, and taking magnesium in the evening. George, 73, started waking up 4 to 5 times a night to use the bathroom, shift positions, or just stare into the dark. His doctor checked his testosterone. It was significantly low. Now, after a change in diet, more sunlight, and better evening habits, he finally sleeps longer stretches. What to do instead? Cool down your environment. Keep your bedroom below 67 degrees Fahrenheit, approximately 19 degrees Celsius. Limit alcohol and caffeine, especially after 3 p.m. Both mess with hormones and body temperature. Eat more zinc and magnesium-rich foods like nuts, seeds, and leafy greens. They support hormone balance. Talk to your doctor about hormone testing. It's often overlooked in seniors, but incredibly important. Bonus tip: don't be afraid to track your sleep for a few nights. Many smartwatches and apps give simple insights. How long you're in deep sleep, how often you wake, what time your body prefers to sleep. Awareness is the first step to breaking the pattern. Hormones don't stop mattering after 60. In fact, they might matter even more, especially when it comes to sleep. Reason number 3, evening habits that confuse your brain. Most seniors don't realize that the way they spend their evenings is quietly telling their brain, stay alert, instead of prepare for sleep. Let me explain. Your brain relies on cues to understand what time of day it is, especially light, temperature, movement, and noise. But what happens when you sit in front of a bright TV or phone screen until bedtime? Watch stimulating news or crime shows at 9 p.m.? Keep the lights on full blast until the moment you go to bed? Your brain gets the message. It's still daytime. So even if you feel tired, your mind stays active, anxious, or restless. Real life. Example, Helen, 72, used to read books at night with soft lighting. She slept well for years. But when her daughter gave her a tablet, she started reading on it in bed, and her sleep changed. She couldn't fall asleep for over an hour, even though she felt exhausted. The problem? The blue light from the screen suppressed her melatonin production, the hormone that tells your body it's bedtime. Another case, Paul, 76, loved watching cable news before bed. He thought it helped him relax. But the constant stream of tension, noise, and flashing graphics kept his nervous system on high alert. What to do instead? Here's a simple evening sleep routine that actually works. Dim the lights an hour before bed. It signals your brain that sleep is near. Avoid screens, phones, tablets, TVs 60 to 90 minutes before bed. If you must use them, install a blue light filter. Switch to calming inputs, gentle music, light reading, paper book, meditation, or breathing exercises, quiet conversation. Stick to the same bedtime, even on weekends. Your brain thrives on rhythm. Break the late alert cycle. You may think, but I'm not doing anything stressful at night. That may be true, but the brightness, noise, and screen stimulation could still be working against you. Your evening should feel like a wind down, not a second round of stimulation. Think of your brain like a child. It needs a bedtime routine to know when to shut down. And if you're still watching and finding these tips helpful, comment below with number 3 to let us know you're here. And of course, subscribe to Longevity Talks for more videos just like this. Reason number 4, nighttime anxiety and the racing mind. One of the most silent sleep killers after 60, thoughts that won't turn off. It usually starts like this. You lie down, the house is quiet, lights are off, and suddenly your brain wakes up. You start thinking about your health, your children or grandchildren, money, regrets, appointments, death. And before you know it, it's 2 a.m. and you're more awake than ever. Why this happens? More after 60. During the day, distractions keep us busy. But at night, when everything slows down, the mind looks for unfinished business. And after retirement or loss, seniors often experience less structure in their day, more isolation, more time to think, a heightened awareness of time passing. This creates the perfect storm for nighttime rumination. Real-life example. Barbara, 74, lost her husband 3 years ago. During the day, she keeps herself occupied, gardening, watching TV, talking with her daughter. But at night, she says it feels like her mind turns on. And she can't stop thinking about what-ifs and should-haves. She tried sleeping pills, but they left her groggy and unbalanced the next morning. What to do? Instead, create a worry window, but during the day. Set aside 15 minutes in the afternoon to write down your worries and possible solutions. This helps the brain offload before bedtime. Establish a nighttime ritual that signals calm, gentle stretching, herbal tea, breathing exercises. Try 4-7-8 breathing. Inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Gratitude journaling. Write down 3 good things from the day. Avoid checking the time at night. Watching the clock increases pressure and anxiety. Turn it away. Keep a notepad near your bed. If a thought pops up, write it down. Don't let it spiral. You don't need to solve everything at night. Some thoughts are better left for the daylight, where they belong. Train your brain for sleep. Just like the body needs practice to get stronger, your mind needs practice to relax. If your brain is used to racing at night, it's developed a habit. The good news? Habits can be retrained. Replace nighttime thinking with nighttime softness, in light, thoughts, and energy. In Part 5, we'll talk about the body's changing needs after 60 and how things like joint pain, bladder urgency, and even poor circulation can wake you up multiple times a night. More importantly, how to handle it without relying on pills. Reason number 5, physical discomfort that interrupts sleep. Even if your mind is calm and your habits are solid, your body may still be the reason you can't sleep through the night. As we age, our body changes, and so do its nighttime needs. The most common sleep disruptors after 60 include joint pain or arthritis, frequent urination, nocturia, restless legs or muscle cramps, changes in blood circulation, heartburn, or indigestion. These may seem like unrelated issues, but they all wake you up just as you're slipping into deeper sleep. Real-life example. Walter, 78, found himself waking up every 90 minutes, not because of dreams or thoughts, but because his hips ached when lying on one side too long. He tried adding a second pillow, no change. Eventually, he invested in a better mattress topper and started gentle stretching before bed. Now he wakes up once instead of 5 times. Then there's Elaine, 73, who drinks tea in the evening to relax, but ends up waking twice a night to go to the bathroom. She never realized that hydrating too close to bedtime was the issue. What to do instead? Here's how to manage common physical sleep blockers. 1. For joint pain, invest in a medium-firm mattress or pressure-relieving topper. Use body pillows to support knees, hips, or back. Do light stretches or gentle yoga 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Avoid inflammatory foods late at night, fried, sugary, or processed. 2. For frequent urination, nocturia, limit fluid intake 2 hours before bed. Avoid caffeine, alcohol, and citrus drinks in the evening. Talk to your doctor if it happens more than twice per night. It may be linked to bladder or prostate health. 3. For restless legs or cramps, ensure you're getting enough magnesium and potassium. Try a warm bath or foot massage before bed. Keep legs slightly elevated if swelling is an issue. 4. For indigestion or heartburn, avoid eating 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. Sleep with your upper body slightly elevated. Avoid spicy, acidic, or heavy foods late in the day. After 60, your body speaks louder, especially at night. Listen to it and adjust your environment accordingly. Don't wait for a sleep crisis. Many seniors try to power through these issues for years until they become dependent on medications that only sedate but never heal. You deserve real rest, not just unconsciousness. And often, small physical changes can make a huge difference. Next, in Part 6, we'll explore a surprising brain trigger that affects sleep quality after 60 and how to use light, sound, and even scent to retrain your mind to sleep deeper. Reason number 6, sensory signals that confuse the aging brain. One of the most overlooked causes of poor sleep after 60? Your senses, and how they send mixed signals to your brain. As we age, our vision becomes more sensitive to light. Hearing may become more selective or dulled. Smell may weaken. Skin becomes thinner and more reactive to temperature. Each of these subtle changes impacts how the brain perceives the environment and whether it feels safe enough to let go into deep sleep. Real-life example. Harriet, 76, couldn't figure out why she kept waking up around 4 a.m. She thought it was hormonal until she realized the streetlight outside her window was flooding the room. Her aging eyes were simply more sensitive to light than they used to be. Then there's Frank, 81, who found silence at night stressful. He grew up in a busy household and later lived in the city. Now the silence of his country home made him anxious. He slept better with white noise playing softly, like rain sounds or gentle music. What to do instead? Let's talk about ways to retrain your senses and create an environment that invites sleep. 1. Light. The number one sleep signal: use blackout curtains or a sleep mask to block light. Install warm, dim lights in your bedroom. Avoid cool, white-blue bulbs. Turn off all screens at least an hour before bed. Expose yourself to bright, natural light in the morning to reset your circadian rhythm. 2. Sound. Calming or agitating. Use a white noise machine, nature sounds, or soft instrumental music. Avoid stimulating TV or radio before bed. Make sure your sleeping area is free of sudden noises like dripping faucets or ticking clocks. 3. Scent. The forgotten signal. Use calming scents like lavender, chamomile, or sandalwood. Essential oil diffusers can help build a sleep association over time. Avoid harsh or artificial room sprays before bed. 4. Temperature. Subtle but powerful. Keep your room between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit or 16 to 19 degrees Celsius. Use natural fabrics for pajamas and sheets: cotton, linen, bamboo. Try a cooling pillow or mattress topper if you sleep hot. Your senses are the gatekeepers to rest. Make sure they're whispering, not shouting, when it's time to sleep. Your brain wants a pattern. The aging brain loves routine and safety. By shaping your sensory environment the same way each night, you create a reliable cue. It's time to sleep now. This is especially important after 60, when melatonin production slows down and your brain needs more external help to feel sleepy. In the final section, Part 7, we'll wrap it all together. A simple sleep reset plan for people over 60 that combines all 6 insights and helps you wake up feeling rested, not frustrated. Reason number 7, lack of a structured sleep reset. Many seniors struggle with sleep for months, even years, without realizing that their routine, habits, and environment no longer support natural, restorative sleep. They try pills, they try warm milk, they toss, turn, and wait. But here's the truth. Your body can still sleep well after 60. It just needs a new structure, a reset. The 7-part sleep reset for seniors. Here's a simple plan you can begin tonight based on everything we've covered. 1. Start your day with light and movement. Open your curtains first thing in the morning, walk outside, or sit by a sunny window. Stretch or move your body within 30 minutes of waking. This resets your circadian rhythm and tells your brain it's daytime. 2. Finish eating at least 3 hours before bedtime. Avoid heavy, spicy, or acidic foods. Skip caffeine after 2 p.m. Drink fluids earlier in the day, not close to bedtime. 3. Disconnect from screens 60 to 90 minutes before bed. Read a book, listen to calming music, light a candle or use essential oils like lavender. 4. Reduce noise, or add calming sounds like rain or ocean waves. 5. Wind down with a ritual, gentle stretching, gratitude journaling, deep breathing. Inhale 4, hold 7, exhale 8. 6. Handle worries before bedtime. Set a worry window earlier in the day. Use a notepad to jot down thoughts. Get them out of your mind. Avoid watching stressful or stimulating news at night. 7. Keep a consistent sleep and wake time. Yes, even on weekends, your body craves rhythm. Give it 1. Trust that results come over time, not overnight. You can't fix your sleep in one night, but you can start building a better one tonight. Final thoughts. If you've made it this far, you're already different. Most people ignore their sleep problems until it affects their health, memory, or relationships. But you've chosen to understand, to learn, and to act. And that alone is powerful. Let's review the 7 reasons older adults struggle with sleep and how to break them. Shifted body clock. Hormonal changes, evening habits that confuse the brain, nighttime anxiety and racing thoughts. Physical discomfort like pain or bladder urgency. Sensory signals, light, sound, temperature, lack of structure. No clear bedtime routine. Each of these is fixable, and you don't need to be perfect, you just need to start. Share in the comments. Which of these 7 surprised you the most? Which one are you going to work on first? And if this video helped you in any way, subscribe to Longevity Talks for more videos that help you live better, longer, and wiser. Because sleep isn't just about closing your eyes, it's about reopening your energy, your memory, and your joy every single morning.